maybe for starting the webinar with myself, I just want to shortly introduce me to you. Now I have it. So my name is Marcel Heinemann. I was born in Leipzig, the city where our main office is situated. I studied economy of tourism here in Germany, and since March 2018, I am account manager at myhotelshop. So today's webinar is, of course, about the myhotelshop rate inspector, but of course, as the name is already telling something about rates, we have to start with a really short summary about like best price and why best price is important. Maybe here at the start, I would like to tell you that on our website you can find a webinar from Ulrich Kastner, the CEO of myhotelshop, and there are a lot of information about best price and why it is important to have best price and how to achieve best price. One of the main questions he's asking in this webinar is also if it isn't possible to reach your customers on the way that you can do on your by yourself. So if you really need every provider that you're working with, and for meta search, you can definitely say yes, you can do this on your own. But if you're already a customer of myhotelshop, you are going to know that already. So if you're doing this with us on meta search, it is very important to have the best price, because of course this is the main reason why you would say, okay, I want to book this hotel room. So if you look on the OTAs like Booking, Expedia, or whatever, there are a lot of advantages. So all the data, if you already booked there, are already in. It's comfortable. You know booking everywhere is where you know it, where you know this, and maybe you still have a voucher left from the last booking, and you get like a 15% discount on your next booking. The advantage on the direct linking on Meta is that you have less commission cost. You have also less cancellations by the customer, especially on OTAs. You know that they're like advertising cancellations until like 6 p.m. for example. If customers book directly, you get like more customer data, higher customer loyalty, and so there are also advantages for the direct linking and the advertising of your website. But of course, the main reason is the best price. And a direct linking, and if you pay as a hotel for a direct linking on Trivago or TripAdvisor or wherever, you want to have the customer in the end. So you want the customer to book on your hotel website. And if you don't have the best price, there is not really a reason for him or her to book on your website. So if I ask you, if you want to book a room for your own, and you see it is 15% less expensive on Booking, as you have seen it on Trivago or Google, you wouldn't pay 15 euro more just to book on the hotel website. So in that case, best price is really one of the big levers for successful direct marketing. And now the question is like, how or why is the rate inspector important then? And you can see it here on the slide. You get the full control over your visibility on the meta, and you can have also lower CPC to reach the top position. And all that leads to an increased profitability. But also the question is how to achieve best price. So a lot of hotels have the goal to have the best price on their own website. But of course, it's a long way to achieve that. And there are still a lot of providers like, I don't know, Zen Hotels or Amoma, that, they just have a better price in the end than the hotel's website. And Also here, I can say again that you can have a look on the webinar of my of our CEO, Uli Kastner, because he also explains like the way the way a price reaches the customer. So you as a hotel, you sell your rooms to different providers, and yeah, this is also very, very interesting to look at. So the reasons yeah, can be different. So it can be your own fault, so that the rates haven't been loaded correctly. So maybe you have a special offer on your OTA, so on Booking Expedia, but not on your own website. So the OTA is more yeah, cheaper. It could be also so to say, the fault of the OTA. So they will take less of their margin just to have the best price. It could also be that you sold your rooms very early to yeah, bad banks, for example, and then like months later, you found them for 20 euros less than your own website. And of course, at this point, you don't want them to be there, and then it's really difficult to get rid of them again. And the fourth reason could also be technical problems. So, for example, the rates are bookable on your IBE, so you have a better price actually, but they're not shown on Trivago, Trip, or Google. So maybe there's like a technical dysfunction that you have to check, of course. So to sum up, there are really a lot of reasons, a lot of things can happen, and now I can come over to today's topic, to the rate inspector, because the rate inspector makes it possible to see all these problems and to detect all of these. So here in this slide, I just have a summary of of your advantages. So some of them I already said. So the first one is that you monitor your prices on the big meta platforms. You increase your sales, so you optimize your price strategy and profit from a growth in sales. You receive the price checks from Rate Inspector for the next 6 months in advance. And a big one, you save a lot of time. So all these time-consuming manual checks belong to the past, where whenever you took a look on Trivago, if you did, of course, on Trivago, Google, or TripAdvisor, and you checked, do I have the right prices in place? This costs a lot of money, a lot of time, and in the end, money, of course. So all these manual checks belong to the past then. And of course, the last one, very easy analysis. All the data will be found in the portal, in the MHS portal. So this is just a screenshot of the Rate Inspector. I want to show you all this in a live demonstration. So I switch over to our demo account, and this is actually just the way you know the myhotelshop portal. It's actually in German, I just see that, but that's not a problem. So because the Rate Inspector, of course, will be found under the same name. So here under the last one, you will find Rate Inspector, and in the end, it will look like this. This is the main area of the Rate Inspector. And I will just maybe show you anything. If I scroll down here, you will have a picture of like the graph and also some data. I have to say at the beginning, so this is a demo account, so all the data you can see here is fake. I just set this up to show you, because of course I can't show you actual data from one of our customers. And I will just go through shortly to show you which things you can see here. I have the placement over here. So here you will see Trivago, TripAdvisor, also Google more on the bottom. Then the next one here, of course, everything will be translated if you look for it in your own language. This is the search date. So this is the date where this price check has been searched. So you have to imagine this is an algorithm that goes through like the next 6 months in advance. and for every Meta platform, you receive around about 10 price checks. So just imagine the algorithm checking Trivago. So on 10 random checks, it checks, okay, do you have the best price or not? So could be next week, could be next month, could be next in 5 months, for example. And this happens for Trivago, TripAdvisor, and Google Hotel Ads, of course. And then you will always get the results over here. As I said, you have the search date. So this one, for example, has been searched on 23rd of July. Then you have the check-in date. That was the 21st of September. And you have LOS, length of stay. So in this case, it is always 1. So it will always be searched 1 night. If you have, for example, a minimum length of stay of, let's say, 2 or 3, this can be changed, of course. This is the POS, the point of sales. In this case, we have Austria, we have Germany, and we have Switzerland more on the bottom. This is the market that you can choose. So 3 markets are preset. You can choose them, and you can choose all the main markets that make a difference in your own distribution. In this case, in this demo case, it is the DACH market, so Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And now, it's getting interesting because this is the best competitor. So you will always see your own hotel rate. In this case, it's 97 euros. And you always have the best competitor. In this case, it's Zen Hotels. In this case, Zen Hotels had a rate of 91 euro, which of course you see your hotel rate was 97. The best competitor was Zen Hotels with 91. You lose in this case. And this is what you can see here. You have a difference of 6.2%. So Zen Hotels in this case was cheaper, had a cheaper rate of 6.2%, which is of course bad because you would have sold this hotel room for a lot more money. So this is of course a problem for you. You can also of course sort the table. In this case, I sorted it by the rate difference, and then you can see in this case the demo hotel had more of these loose cases. Here on the top, or wait, I will just go through the question. Does it check rates from several countries? Examples, same search done from Germany, Italy, France. So this is what I hope I understand the question right. So this is what is meant with POS. So if you are, for example, a hotel in Germany, you pick the DACH market, for example. But if you're a hotel in Spain, you can pick the Spanish market and the German market and, for example, I don't know, the French market. So this, of course, checks the different markets. So it checks as if someone from France would take a look on Trivago and look for your hotel. And of course, you have to be live on this market. Otherwise, you won't be shown here. So the algorithm checks 10 dates approximately. And if you're not found because you're not live on this POS, it won't show you any results because, of course, there is nothing to compare. So your hotel website wasn't there. I hope I answered the question. If not, just ask another one, and I hope I will. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So in this case, you also have the graph over here. So only a table would be quite boring, and so it's also, of course, more interesting. But you can also see all the dates from another perspective. So in this case, it's pretty easy. So I put in as fake data 3 dates. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you can see the meet and lose data at a glance. So you have lose, which means your hotel website was more expensive than another one. You have meet, which means your hotel website has the same or a very similar price. So maybe I can show you on over here. So meet, Here you can see this is Swiss franc, so the hotel had a rate of 100 euros, and the best competitor in this case, trip.com, had 99 Swiss francs, and in this case the rate difference was 1%, and this is also shown as a meet because the rate difference is very small. Yeah, and back to the graph. Of course, it is also showing you the beat cases. So this is the best that can happen, and what we want to achieve, of course. So beat means your hotel website was the cheapest. Congratulations, the best that can happen. What we want to achieve with the rate inspector, and what will hopefully also be the case, is that at the beginning you may have some rate issues. So you work with us, and of course we want to improve your direct distribution. And people will only book if the best price is on your website. So of course you want to have as much beat cases as possible. So maybe we start together, we start working together, and your loose cases are like this. You have 4 loose cases at the end. So we have 3 days now, and maybe this shows 1 year, for example. So at the beginning, let's say in January, we start with 4 loose cases out of 6. And then, of course, the development, you work on your rate distribution. You take a look, okay, who's the one who's having a better rate than I have, and then like this, maybe already in fall or whenever you don't have any loose cases. In this case, you have quite a lot of meat cases, but it would be better if it looked like this, or just to say like you have more beat cases in the end. And of course, we can achieve this very much and very good with the rate inspector, because it shows us in which cases you don't have the best price on your website. And this is what I want to show you now, which is also a really nice feature. It also shows you the screenshot, which shows you that we don't take the data from somewhere and just put it here. There was an actual check, and if I click here on link, screenshot link, of course this is a demo version, so I just created a little screenshot. But this is where you land on Trivago. So if, for example, if I just jump back and you see here on Trivago that, let's say here, Zen Hotels had a better price, 6.2% better price, then you click on screenshot, and then you will have the screenshot here visible. So of course the name of the hotel will be shown over here, and then all the rates of the hotel. And in this case, you would see hotel website, and then above Zen Hotels, because Zen Hotels had a better price. So you see actually who are the providers that provide rates and for my hotel, and then you can take action. So in this case, if I jump back, in this case Zen Hotels was the best competitor, and you have to ask yourself, why do I see Zen Hotels with a better price? What happened? So then you have to take a look, maybe do a test booking, and then you see, okay, Zen Hotels is working together with another provider, and you are working with this provider, and in the end, the price is coming from somewhere else. And of course, then you would try to tell them, okay, either you have set this in the contract. This is quite a problem, of course. Then you have to wait for the next contract, or you speak with your market manager and tell them, okay, this is not what we said. We said, okay, you can sell the rates over there, but not on meta search. Sometimes this is possible, sometimes not, but it's always worth the try. And in this case, we would see a development that maybe after some weeks or months, the price situation is a lot better than as when we started. The last column over here, link, is already set. So next to the screenshot, you will always have a link to this type of search. So in this case, if we stick with Zen Hotels, this one was for the 21st of September. And if you click here on link, I have to say again, this is fake. In this case, we land on the main page. But if you have clicked on the first line over here, it would lead you to Trivago looking for the 21st of September. So you can check very easily, is this problem still there? Maybe it was just one room and it's already sold, or is it, maybe it is still there because it's a special offer on booking. Whatever it is, you will see if it is still there. So this is also very nice. So on the left, you can see, so like the historic data. So you see the data from this check, from this line, and then the link, you can check maybe everything is already solved again. Maybe also because you did something against it. Yeah, so this is actually all. You can of course use filters as you already know from the other parts of the portal. So you can, if you have it available for more hotels, you can pick your hotel, but you can also pick the placement. So you only see you want to see like all data for Trivago, then you only pick Trivago. Of course, this is possible, and you have more filters even to take a look. And as you also know it from the other parts, you can pick another time range. So this is very easy. If you want to see like last month altogether, who were the providers that had better rates than I had, and so you can take action then. One thing more, and then we're already close to the end, is what I want to show you in the placement report section. One part of the rate inspector is here. This is the so-called rate score. So the last column of your data in the placement report is the so-called rate score, and this one shows you. So let's say we had 10 rate checks, and in 5 of them you had the best price on your website. That would lead to a rate score of 50%. You can also say, okay, if it would have been like 2 beat cases, it would only be 20%. And in this case, you hopefully and also your account manager would say, we definitely have to do something on your rate structure, because it doesn't make sense to advertise your website on Meta if you don't have the best price, because then people will click, but they will never book, or only in a few cases. So this would mean, okay, we have to do something, and so the best would be to have a rate score of 90 plus. Of course, then we would say you have a really good rate structure, and there were only a few cases where you didn't have the best price. So I hope this makes sense to you. And as I said, you can also always ask questions through the chat. This is actually it from the rate inspector. Of course, there's still the question about the pricing and the conditions. So I will jump back to my presentation and jump forward one slide. So here I have the price and conditions. So as a little summary, at the top you have 10 price checks per day per meta search. As I said, Trivago, TripAdvisor, Google Hotel Ads, which are the main meta searches currently. Can be that there are more to come, of course, but currently these are the main ones. The rate inspector shows you price check data for the next 6 months in advance, and you have 3 POS included. So as I said, you can pick whatever market you want. For example, DE, IT, FR, Spanish market, whatever is important to you. Of course, there are some markets that are not possible, but I think the main ones are in for our customers. Here most important thing is the price, of course. Currently, the price is 39 euros per month. The minimum contract period is 3 months, and afterwards you can cancel it on a monthly basis. I have a special offer for all participants of the webinar. So if you contact us, as you can see on the bottom, You will get 1 month for free if you sign a contract for 3 months, as it is stated here. So you would get 3 months for the price of 2. So in this case, you would pay 78 euros for 3 months, which is, from my opinion, really a good price. Just to check if this is something for you, and if not, as I said, you can cancel it. If it's something what you would say makes sense and is a big help, which I think it is, you can of course keep working with it. Then it's 39 euros per month. Yeah, and as it said below, we are ready. What about you? If you have any questions, you can contact us. Yeah, through the contact persons that you know. So maybe Nicole and Emmeline, for example. But you can also call us. You can also take a look on the website. And yeah, get more information through the webinars, as I said. And then, of course, get in contact with us, and we will give you or we'll make an offer for the rate inspector. Actually, for the rate inspector, this is it. So half an hour, very good. I would just like open up now for questions. I see that there is already one in. Can we change the POS several times a year? So there are restrictions, so you can't change it. So we didn't have that, as we don't have the rate inspector so long for such a long time now. But so it is possible to change the POS several times a year. I would say yes, but the question is does it make sense? So a lot of hotels, I think it is sufficient to have 3 markets in place. You can also have more, then it's just like an extra fee per market. This is also something that we can just give you an information about in the offer that we send you. And it is also possible to change the markets, but as it is also as it is an algorithm, and we have to set up everything, and then also you want to collect some data, I would say it is possible to change the POS like once a year. But as I said, I don't think that it is necessary. Or as I said, you can also add markets, and then you have the overview. Yeah, you get daily dates and for all the markets that you need them for. I hope that answers the question. How much to add a market? Actually, I have to say I don't know. I will tell you through the offer, or we will tell you through the offer. Yeah, I don't want to say some wrong facts here. So I'm pretty sure it's not a lot, because in the end it's just one thing to add on the already existing algorithm. But I can tell you then. All right. Yeah. So you can still ask some questions, but yeah, for now this is it. Thanks a lot for attending the webinar. As you have any questions, you can ask them now, or you can ask them also through your account manager or whoever. And I hope everything was understandable. Yeah, just contact us if you have more questions. Otherwise, I wish you a very nice day, and see you later.